Hi everyone, welcome back. Sandy here, and if you're new, welcome, and I invite you to subscribe. I am continuing on playing with some altered playing cards, and the other night, Wednesday night, if you joined me for my live, thank you so much, and I did these different little playing cards right here. I'll show you a couple of them. So I was kind of going for, I was trying for like a mixed media nature theme. So I still have some work to do, but I really love these owl stickers. And I went ahead and added a few little charms. I'm going to come back and add some jump rings to these so that they hang a little bit better. But I really like how these owl ones turned out with the vintage lace on there, and I wanted to do a few more, and I'm going to do it a little bit different today. Let me move these tickets out of the way. So I want to cover these with a coat of acrylic gesso, and this is to knock back see how shiny these are. You can also sand them with some sandpaper, and I'll do that in a minute. But I thought it might be fun to just do a quick little tutorial on some ways to alter playing cards. And with the gesso, I'm just going to do, you can do a light coat or a heavy coat. There's different colors of acrylic. There's white, there's clear, there's black, and I'm going to grab my black gesso as well and play around. But the thing I like about when you put some gesso on there, then it has some tooth for your inks and your sprays to adhere to it. So I just do a light little color, and then let me grab my black gesso. So this is the Dina Wakley gesso. I haven't used it in a while, so we'll see if it's any good. And I don't, make sure I cover every little inch. You can do that. And then I'm going to do one big one in the white. And then I'm going to do a big one in the black, just for fun. So you can see the gesso going on there. And it dries fairly quickly. So I have a couple that I've done earlier, and I'll show you what those look like. And then let me try the black. The cool thing about these little bottles is you can kind of just squirt it out. I haven't used it in a while, so we'll see if it's clogged up or if it still works. Oh, looks like it's still working. That's cool. And I'm just gonna wipe this off a little, so there might still be a little bit of white on there, but I'm not too worried about it. And I might wipe a little bit of this off, make it a little bit, oops, a little bit lighter, but still get a little bit of tooth there. All right, so we'll let that dry as well. I'll pop this in my cup of water over here. Close this up. This stuff lasts forever, and I got it 40% off, so definitely wait and try and catch it on sale. But here are a few that I did earlier, and you can see I've inked them up with Vintage Photo, and the ink really just stays on there, whereas if you just have a plain shiny card and you put the ink on there, here, I'll show you. Here's a plain card. If you put the ink on it, then it literally just wipes back off. So either with, you can do some sandpaper and scuff up the card, or you can put the gesso on there. There's other things you could use. You could probably mix some glue with water and put that on there. You could probably use Mod Podge, but I'd want to use the matte Mod Podge because otherwise you're still going to have that shiny look. But I think gesso is probably a nice one. You could use modeling paste, but modeling paste is going to be thicker. And so if you're going for a thicker look. But I like how well the ink is staying. And like I said, I didn't cover every little area. I just was going for something really quick there. Let me grab the sandpaper and show you that. So I have my container of sandpaper here, my bag, and this is 120 grit, and this should work. Let me see. Just gonna put another little piece of paper towel here to catch the scuffing. I don't know if you can see it on camera, and maybe even a rougher grit of sandpaper. I think this is working just fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna wipe that off. There, you can tell kind of the shininess is gone a little bit. And we'll see how the ink does on here. It does seem to hold the ink, definitely. So that's another option. If you don't want to spend money on gesso, just grab your sandpaper. Yeah, that works pretty well. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, and it looks all scuffed up too, which is kind of cool. So I hope everyone is having a good day. I'm going to set these over to the side and let them dry. And when you do an altered card, you can pretty much decorate them however you want. Like I showed you the owl ones. I don't know if I showed you this one is with one of Tim Holt's paper dolls. Here's some ones I did a while ago, and I did just more of a nature theme. And just, you know, go through your stash and pull out like washi tape, pull out, you know, your stickers, your die cuts. Here I have some different ribbon, tickets, some doilies. If you have some collage paper is a really fun thing to use. And if you don't have any collage paper, napkins are a really fun thing to use as well. I'm just trying to get this gesso off my fingers. And then I didn't poke any holes. I put any eyelets in these. But I thought, kind of going with the mixed media theme, I wanted to add some gears. I also have some keys over here that I'm going to add. So lots of different options. And then here's a couple I started on last night. This is with the Tim Holtz collage paper. And then I added some ink sprays. So this is a hickory smoke ink spray, Distress. And then this one is what is this one? Gathered Twigs. And so I just sprayed a little bit on there. So let me show you all that. I think I'm going to do a couple where I add some napkin on here just to give it a few little wrinkles. So let me show you how that would look. Like I said, the sky's the limit when doing these altered cards. So you can think about picking a theme and go with that theme and pull stuff out of your supplies, or if you're just wanting to do some random stuff. And the reason I want to try the napkin is I want to make it kind of crumply on here. And I am going to use, I think I'll try my collage medium. Excuse me, guys. I got a tickle in my throat. The allergies I feel with the spring weather. Oh, see if I can get this open. Whew. That was on there tight. So I'm going to put a little collage medium down first. And I think I'll cover the whole card. Like I said, I'm just playing. Yeah, so step one, you'll want to either put some gesso on your card or use some sandpaper and rough up the shape. Now, the other thing you can do, if you don't want to do either of those, if you put the napkin or tissue paper on, then that will also give a place for your ink and your sprays to grab onto. And then I'm going to put a layer on top. And if it tears, don't worry about it, you know. So I have a little spot here that tore. And then, yeah, there's still some wrinkles in there because I want to spray, do some sprays. And I'm hoping that those little wrinkles will give some spots for the ink to hold on to. So I'm going to do one more. And like I said, tissue paper will work as well. I just put these napkins down because the glare from my light. I need to readjust my light. Now remember, if you've done some inking with distress, the collage medium is going to reactivate it. So just remember that. And then try to make this extra wrinkly. And then after it dries, I'll come back and cut along the edges. Or a really easy trick is to use some water. So if you have a paintbrush, dip it in some water. Or if you have one of these paint pens, water pens, you fill it up with water and get a little water on the bristles. And then you just go along the edge and it easily tears your napkin or tissue paper along the edge. So, but I'll wait for the collage medium to dry, and then I'll do that. And yeah, go ahead and put another layer on top. All right, you could also use Mod Podge. So let me set these over here. And if you don't have any Mod Podge or any collage medium, again, you can use glue, watered down, And then another option that you can do, let me grab a few more here. So you can see here it is, I've inked up, and then this is with the gesso without being inked yet. So you don't have to ink it if you don't want to. And then here the black, yeah, the black has dried. So we'll play around with those. I just want to give you a few more ideas. If you don't have tissue paper or napkins, you can also use washi tape. And washi tape is a fun thing to use. So, you know, decorating your altered playing cards is just like if you're doing any sort of collage in your journal. And I'm just gonna kind of rip this, and then I do like to ink it up a little bit. Just put a little piece here. And if you want to do a big assembly line, you could line all your cards up if you're gonna kind of decorate them all the same. And I just put the things down, and then I can come back and trim a little bit later. Tickets are also a fun thing to add onto your cards. So we can do tickets. Also, any other sort of decorative washi tape. I have this. This is from Temu, I believe. So if you have some really pretty collage-y tissue paper or washi tape, then those are fun to add. I'm going to randomly grab. And then stamping on these is also a fun thing to do. And you can cover up the all of the playing card if you want to, or you can have some of it still showing. And here I'm just going for a little bit of a nature theme for these. And I do like this ticket on here. So I might put that there. And these are actual ticket stickers that I got from Your Creative Studios. And just ink that up, and they peel right off, which is nice. But I want to thank everyone who joined me on my live the other night. It was a lot of fun. You all helped me tremendously because I was really in a funk. I wasn't in a very inspirational mood. And so you all definitely helped me out. Another great thing to use on these are your scraps of paper. And so grab your stash bin, and you might be able to find some scraps that you can use in your scrap bin. I have some scraps over here on the side. And you'll want to think about your focal point. It's good to have a focal point on your altered playing card. So like I did the owl on these, and then I did the butterfly, and then the bird on my collage paper actually was my focal point. So your focal point could come from your background paper, honestly. And then I like to crumple and then ink it up But music paper would look really cute on here. Book pages. I mean, really anything. Some fabric would also be cool. On this one here, that's actually a little piece of fabric, and I stamped on it. So I'll probably add some fabric to some of these at some point. And just keep layering till you're happy with what you have. I also really like this fabric washi tape. This is Tim Holtz, and I might put a little bit of that over here. But I think there's something else I want to put back in the background. I might do some book page. Let's see what I have in this scrap bin here. Oh, feathers would be a fun thing to add as well. You could add buttons. If you have some kind of flat buttons, that would work. Let's see. There's a little book page. There's a little strip. Some ledger paper. Oh, here's some fun. That's some vintage grid paper. Oh, this brown tissue paper is cool too. So yeah, look through your scrap pile. See what you can find. Some music page. These offcuts are good for the playing cards because you have a small layout there. Okay, that's probably good. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'll put this on here. This is some vintage, it's this little mini topography journal that I bought. I think I got it from Sacred Mementos. It might have been, oh, and I meant to ink that up, but that's okay. You don't have to ink everything up. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to cover up every inch of the card either. And I do want to ink this up. If you don't like the white edges, you can kind of rough up the edges as well. And I might just put a little bit of that. Yeah, put a little bit of that right there. And if you have little stickers, just whatever you have in your stash, just grab a bunch of it out. I don't really want to cover up the happy. So put that there. Grab your stamps. Postage stamps are also a fun thing to use on a card. And that could be my focal point if I want to, that photography stamp. let's see, I do want to do a little music paper. Might put a little piece of that here. Yep, the sky's the limit. And I've been working on some fairy playing cards. So let me show those to you as well. That right there. Let me show you some of the plain fairy ones. So here's one here. So this was washi tape, and then some more washi tape and postage stamp. That's an antique postage stamp and a fairy sticker. And then here again, same thing, washi stamp and sticker. So you don't need a lot of elements to decorate these up. Here is this washi tape here, and some other washi tape. And then I put this little fairy sitting on top of the mushroom and added a butterfly. Here's some of that linen tape, and then the same elements. So I just took a few little elements and was able to decorate it up. So if you grab that really pretty washi tape that we never use, and then I have this fairy sitting on the postage stamp. So they came together really easily. Here I had this in my Word little photo box, and I cut it in half. And I like the rise above because she has her arms above her head, and added another butterfly sticker. And then here, this is just with the bird collage paper and a postage stamp, vintage, and then another postage stamp. And then I have this one here. So this literally was collage paper, some washi tape, and a stamp. So if you have some pretty collage paper, pretty washi tape, those can make these come together super quick, super easy. So I'm going to trim this, and then I think I'm going to add a bird as my focal point on these. And I'm trying to find, I have a bird sticker book, but I can't find it at the moment. The other tip is to know that you can go beyond the playing cards. You can have things hanging off the edge. So if you want to have some feathers or fabric, lace, ribbon, it can hang off the edge like I did here. So don't think you're confined just to the size of the playing card. Let me see if I can find my bird stickers, and I will be right back. I found my book. I still had it on my little work tray for my March Patreon. But this is a great one. It's the Bees, Birds, and Butterflies sticker book. And I picked out a couple birds that I think will work. But just if you haven't seen it before, it's just full of amazing stickers. And it's bees and birds. And there's butterflies. And there's the bees. And then all of the butterflies. It's a great one. I'll try to remember to link that down below. But for this, and I ink it up so that it doesn't wet. You can fussy cut around that, but as my regulars know, I don't like to fussy cut. So I'm going to add this right here. Oops. ink that up. There we go. And then I have this cute little duck, and I'm going to put him right on top of the music paper. And then I am going to come back with, I have some stamps here to add a little more interest. And grab my stamp block. It has gotten cold here, you all. Cold, cold, cold. So I had to pull out my winter pajamas. Stamp that there. Just add in a little background interest. It doesn't need to necessarily be legible. Oops. Perfect. And I do like the idea of this feather on here. So I might have to get my feathers out because this one's kind of broken. Wonder if this will take any color because it's a little too orange for me. I can coffee dye it too. See if that tones it down any. Seems to be. Oh, I'm getting feathers in my sponge. Oh, and I have this postage stamp too. I might add that as well. Kind of stick that down underneath right there. Yeah, I like that. So you can do as little or as much decorating as you want. I also have some gears that I thought would be fun to add and glue onto some of these. So I'm going to probably use those on more of my mixed media altered cards. I'm going to be doing mixed media for the month of April. And I might just staple this on here, see if it'll stay. So if I gotta decide if I want it there or if I want it down. No, yep, I think I want it like right there. And I'm gonna have it hanging off the edge. See if a staple will hold it. Oh, how fun. All right, so it's as easy as that to make altered playing cards. I hope you all find this tutorial helpful and gives you some ideas, sparks your imagination. These are almost dry, and I might come back and put some ink spray on these. So what I usually do with the ink spray is you can spray it if you want, but I usually just drop this off or take this top off, and then I drop a little drops on here, a few little drops like that, and then I take my water bottle and I'll do a little spray and then tilt the card just to get a little movement of the ink. And as Tim always says, is you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. And so that's a cool way to add some interest onto your playing card. And these techniques will work on anything, tags, book pages. You know, they aren't just limited to the altered playing cards. So, well, thank you all so much for watching. And I hope this gives you all some inspiration and you give these altered playing cards a try. And I will take some better photos of these and put these over on my community page. So make sure to check that out as well. And also check out Junk Journal Friends on Facebook. I'm going to be doing a little giveaway challenge over in the Facebook group. All right, guys, I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.